How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the undisclosed location, which is definitely not my kitchen. We are going to be doing a fireworks haul this year, which is different from a fireworks stash video. I will also be doing a fireworks stash, but this is all of the stuff that I just recently bought. None of this is leftovers. All of this is brand new. I made 2 trips to the Coeur d'Alene Reservation, which I highly recommend if you are in the Eastern Washington, North Idaho area. They have a great selection, reasonable prices for what they're selling. I'm not going to say that they're great prices, but you can find some good deals, and we'll talk about that. Timestamps are below. We're going to be splitting it into small stuff, cakes, and then shells. Let's get into it. So starting it off with the small stuff, I got a brick of firecrackers. These are 20 strips of 100 firecrackers a piece. That's like my favorite combo. I do like the 50 strips of ladyfingers. Those are pretty fun because they're not as loud, but they still give a pretty good pop. And you know, I got some neighborhood dogs that come on my property a little bit too much, so that's my deterrent is, 50 strips of ladyfingers. But in terms of noise making on the 4th, 100 strips in my opinion are the best because you could always light multiple at one time, but they're not going to take forever like if you were to get one of the really long 1,000 strips, 10,000 strips, whatever you do. So yeah, brick of firecrackers. I was running low, so I had to get some extra. No bottle rockets this year because I got so many last year. I am a little bit worried that I didn't get any bottle rockets because I shoot off a lot, but nevertheless, I think I have enough. These are 10-ball red and green stars from Great Grizzly. I shot one off a couple weeks ago. They're pretty nice, just standard, standard Roman candle, nothing to write home about. These, on the other hand, are a little bit different. These are Dr. Boone candles. They are 5 shots, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 5 shots. And they are like cake levels of shots. They are massive, actual big breaks. So my plan is to just do a massive barrage of all these at one time. They are great candles. Definitely recommend if you want to do, like, build your own show sort of a thing. That covers the small stuff. Not a whole lot of small stuff this year. Let's move into the cakes. On to the cakes. Starting with the smallest one. Riverboat Casino. It's just a fun little cake. Now, this one was thrown in, as well as this one, Lion High. And then, which was it? Summer Cocktail. So I got Summer Cocktail, and then the guy threw in Lion High and Riverboat Casino for free. Pretty good deal if you ask me. What he told me was Lion High, effects-wise, is basically an upgraded version of Riverboat Casino. So in terms of a show, you go from shooting this guy off to shooting this guy off, and they finish off with this. So pretty cool to be able to just get like a little mini show for, the price of one cake. So that leads me into Summer Cocktail, 500-gram cake. Has a really cool mine effect. The breaks from the videos I've seen, some of the videos, they look awesome. Some of the other videos look like they're a little small, but in terms of the tube size, because as you guys know, we always cut the tops off of the cakes, pretty damn good sized tubes if you ask me. Now, on Riverboat Casino, they're not too bad. Lion High, pretty average size for a 200-gram cake, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this one performs compared to Riverboat Casino. May the 4th be with you. Nishiki willows with titanium mines. Nishiki willows, really any willows, are like my favorite effects. The Alpha Fireworks Endgame. Those shells, they have titanium willows in the 24 pack. Holy crap, those things hang to the ground. They are better than the raccoon Nishiki willows, in my opinion. But anyways, great cake, another 500 grams, 16 shots. These tubes are a little bit bigger than the Summer Cocktail, but both of them I think are going to be pretty good performing cakes. Now my favorite 200-gram cake, Angry American, they did not have this last year, So I ended up buying 3 this year. 12 shots, really good sized tubes, and they shoot up 2 at a time. So it's a really, not fast paced cake, but great if you want to do a finale fusing a couple of these together, which is my plan. Now, actually, you know what? We're going to go over here. Wizard of Odds, 3-inch NOAB. Now, of course, I could hear it in the comments already. NOABs aren't actually 3 inches. It's a scam, blah, blah, blah. This is kind of a buyer beware sort of a thing. If you know what you're buying, if you could feel the weight of what you're buying, you can determine what is genuine and what is not. You know, be an informed consumer. This is going to be a heavy hitter. I'm looking forward to lighting that. Now, last but not least in the cake category, Baby Boomer. I'm going to come out and say it. This comes from World Class Fireworks. Shocker, I know. Look up the effects. Look it up. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I think it may be like Angry Clown or something like that. But years ago, World Class had a 58 shot cake with the same exact effects, with the same exact firing order, and the same pace. They also, World Class, they use this 100% quality logo here. So even though it doesn't have the World Class label on it, it's a World Class cake. Now, of course, look at the size of it. Look at the size of the shots. These are like the size of an average ball shell. And I'll give you another comparison. Here's a 500 gram cake. Here's a 500 gram cake. And there's still an entire row of shots with these two covering it. I don't need to say what this cake is or what that signifies, but let's just say it's gonna be a really damn good cake when I light it off, so I'm looking forward to that. That covers the cakes. Let's move on to the shells. Yeah, we got some heaters this year in the shell category. So we're gonna start off with Alpha Fireworks, Amarok. These were new last year, I believe. There was a version before this version, but I think this is different from that version, if you catch my drift. I think this is a normal shell kit. I haven't lit any off to see. Maybe I will include that at the end of this video. Wow. But I don't think these are the special kind of Amarok shells. For those curious, those shells had just the paper top that said top. These have the more modern plastic tops to them. Still, however, they aren't labeled for effects, so if these are color shells, they're just going to be kind of either a Sky Puke finale or just to kind of play around with, if you want to say it that way. But looking forward to it. Alpha Fireworks, like I say, Endgame. That shell kit is amazing, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how these perform. The rest of these, if you know, you know sort of a thing. Nightwing, these do not have the sticker. Really nice snowballs. These, the king shells, I want to show you guys up close. Hopefully the camera does it justice. Look at that. Real deal, old school wrapped ball shell. The way that ball shells should be. Not the fake hemisphere with the little, miniature canister shell. No. Actually wrapped, filled up to the brim. That's what we like to see. These are honestly my favorite snowball shells out of any that I've lit off. Main reason, the price for the performance. These I would put up against either of these, and they're half the cost. So, there you go. And these guys, the Supermans, really good can shells. They're, at least from what I have lit off, I have not gotten a snowball from them. I'm not saying I've gotten a color shell from them, but I haven't gotten the titanium snowball that we all love to see. Still loud, but I kind of want the flash to them. So, yeah. Anyways, these are really good. These are really good. These are really good, and I'm looking forward to trying these out. So, with that, let's get to the outro. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this fireworks haul video. If you did, consider leaving a like, subscribing if you haven't done so already, share the video with someone you think also might enjoy it, comment down below if you have any questions or comments. Like I mentioned in that last video, I really appreciate it when you guys do like and comment. It gives me some motivation to make more videos. So, yeah, with that, you guys, thank you for watching. Think for yourself. Have a happy and safe 4th and fireworks season, and I'll see you next time.